Hi, friends, welcome. I hope everyone is doing fantastic today and happy Tuesday. So, today I am going to take these picture frames. So, these are cheap picture frames. The big one is from the Dollar Tree, and then the small ones are all from IKEA. And these picture frames, I am going to turn them into a rustic. I want them to look like an oxidative, rustic type of look. So in my hallway, I have a gallery wall and everything is black frames. I had to take some of the frames down to take some pictures out because they needed to go with Scott. And I thought, you know what? I am going to go with an rustic oxidative kind of style mixed in with these black frames. So I am using some baking soda and then I'm using my paint. It is a truffle brown chalk paint. Now, the reason I'm using chalk paint is because chalk paint dries so quickly. And I like that for frames because, when you're having to hold it and move everything around, you want it to dry as quick as possible. So this paint is from Walmart and it is just really nice. Like chalk paint just gives a very nice finish. And then for this, the reason I'm adding in the baking soda is because I want it to be like like a lumpy look. What I'm going for putting the brown over the black is like like an oxidated, like a rusty horseshoe kind of color is what I'm looking for. And then that sort of like bubbly look that comes along with that. So I made a little bit too much paint. It definitely did not take so much, but I made way too much. I had plenty of paint. I could have painted a whole bunch of stuff with all of this. However, it is what it is. And then I used a little sponge to put it on. So my first thought was that I was going to just take and staple it all on. And then I realized that would take me forever. So then I took the sponge, I painted the frame, and then I took it and then stapled over top of the paint. And Reese wanted to paint with me. So, he's a great painter. Anyways, but then I took the sponge and kind of stapled it over afterwards, and that worked fine. And then I was able to do it super quick. So here, my first thought was, oh, let me just staple it all. And then I ended up realizing very quickly that that was going to be a pain in the neck and paint it and staple it. All right, so after painting it all and then just doing a little stapling, just dabbing it with the sponge over the top. Of course, we're in fast mode here, got them all done. At the end of it, I did end up spraying them with a little bit of Mod Podge spray. I think regular Mod Podge would have been fine too. My concern was sealing them, but I didn't want them to get shiny, But it was fine. And they turned out really, really good. All right, so these are dry, and I really like how they turned out. They're cheap little photo frames, but they definitely turned out with an oxidized kind of look. And then I took some sandpaper and just did the edges, a little bit in certain places to just kind of bring out some black. And I think that these turned out great. And I think they'll be a nice, you know, like complement between the just regular black ones on the wall. And then, so I'm gonna do pictures in them. I've done a video before of using my Cricut to do pictures and frames, and like some people like understood what I was saying. Some were like, why use a Cricut? You can just print them and, you know, cut them and whatever. Yes, you know, but the whole thing is when you use your Cricut, you can actually manipulate the picture so that you have exactly what you want in your picture rather than have to take the best version of, you know, what you can get. So I'm gonna do some pictures and I'll show you guys again what I'm talking about with that, because it really is, if you, I mean, is it worth going out and buying a Cricut just to do them? No, but if you have one, it is the best way to do pictures because you get such really, really good, you know, setup for exactly what you want in your picture. All right, anyways, I hope you guys have a blessed and beautiful day, and I'll see you later, friends. Bye.